I decided I wanted the final battle to be as epic as possible.
As what is possible?
I wanted the final battle to be as epic as possible.
Okay.
So I got a mod that lets me get everyone in the party at once.
Oh, okay, okay. That'll be fun.
Best foot forward.
Alright, are you in? Can you hear me?
Find time for a chat.
Need something? Dart, lead on. How delicious. Moving. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Sharp as ever. Best foot forward. Splendid.
Yes? As you wish.
There is more city under the city than in it, I think. I begin to wonder if Baldur's Gate was not built by some burrowing cousin of Boo's. Minsk shall be your shadow, as Boo is his.
Hail, my boy. A terrible fate for Ansur, my son. Yet my hopes for the city's future have never
No, he
been
can't
higher.
join us, but
You
I should tell him
and
about
your
the dragon.
allies slayed the undead terror that was once the great Ansur. You are stronger than even the great worm. You will be the one to part the storms and lead the people through. You, not Ansur, are the savior we need. First, you will fell the Absolute. Then we will rebuild Baldur's Gate. We will take back our city together. I will name you Baldur's Gate's newest Grand Duke of the Council. You will be hailed Heart of the Gate.
Uncertainty fills the air. You have reached a fork in your path. In which direction will you travel? Beneath your monstrous skin lives a hero. Some people may fear you, but to protect the Sword Coast is your calling. You cannot turn your back.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus! The Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but you are the Blade of Avernus. No abomination is too powerful for you to overcome.
Blade of Avernus. You will force all devilkind to tremble before you. The hells have much to...
The Blade of Avernus. How marvelous. It rolls right off the tongue. Tell me, pet, who's your first target? Yes, to kill the Absolute, to free the infected, to end the illithid grand design. Could there be a more heroic journey? But what about the next battle? And the next? How mighty will the stalwart blade be without warlock powers to help him? Tell me you haven't forgotten. Once the Absolute is no more, so is my aid. Well, perhaps I might pay a visit once you've settled, offer some advice. A bit of infernal altruism, if you will. Ah, the thrill of the unknown. I can't wait to see how this epic plays out.
Zora catch.
So, it's the Blade of Avernus now, Will. I suppose that's a new sort of frontier. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
You are taking the fight to the very hells themselves, Will. I can think of none more capable. Then you'll have me. Lead on.
It just feels right to have all my allies at my side for this.
Do you feel that? The heralds themselves tremble to face such a scourge as you threaten to be. The Blade of Avernus, forged by a Cambion, whetted on a dragon's hide. Those devils won't know what's coming for them.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. Just stay focused on slaying the Infernal, will you? The undead have it hard enough already.
The Blade of Avernus. Has a ring to it, doesn't it? Give those devils everything you've got, Will. You'll have them shaking in their boots.
Ah, Halson. It's been a while since you've been in the party.
cooking?
Do I not have another thing of strength? I thought I did. There it is.
Defender of the people.
My boot craves the crunch of unvirtuous nethers.
Nature's servant awaits.
Who says, what?
Oh, it's because
You
I
met my
increased his
hamster.
health a little bit by something.
Blade at the ready.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community. Peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent. And those
I mean,
in need
they don't patrol the streets anymore.
are treated with disdain. Is this truly what progress looks like? Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes the Shadow Druid's desire to separate nature from all this seems pragmatic, not fanatical. I do. But at times like this, it can feel like an impossible dream. I was harsh on myself before. On my leadership of the Grove. The decisions I made. Perhaps too harsh, considering this place.
Oh, why do you want to talk
Oakfather
again?
preserve you.
Okay.
Steel sharp, hamster hungry.
Character sheet. Okay, so he does have unarmored. I
Another
think he's wearing
broadsheet
counts.
full of pointless obituary pieces. We get it. Lord
Olsen.
Cash is dead.
What's next,
buff.
I wonder?
Increase all our health as well through that.
Defender of the people.
And yeah, we should be pretty strong now.
But it is a fine thing to walk with friends beneath the warming sun.
Friends might be a stretch, but otherwise, yes, I fully agree.
You might have.
We will? God! 200 years and I've never missed seeing my reflection more.
Ever onward.
soldier within a mile.
Oh no, they do not like that at all.
Clinging rats. They swarm when an elder brain is near. We must be close to its hiding place. Beware. A solitary rat may be trivial, but a swarm is dangerous.
Alright, all 10 of us aboard this tiny raft.
Pristine darkness in every direction.
Will, we don't have the room for you to spread your legs like this.
Silence, but for the gentle, rhythmic slap of water on rock as your vessel cuts through.
I'm just gonna pretend there were multiple boats.
An overwhelming force pushes into your mind. The brain. It is here.
Can you smell it? The brine. It's infused with magic. The brain is here.
Yeah, I'm guessing most of the cutscenes are only gonna be a few of us. But
waiting, preparing, calculating, evolving.
Lick my bones.
Stronger than ever. The brain's might has grown.
If you can strike us like that, we're close. Almost close enough to strike back.
Dominated, controlled, crowned.
Looks like an ambush.
Chase, devour.
Can feel death's cold grip. Yes.
2 steps at a time. I've found my mark.
Go for the eyes, Boo! My hamster, he thirsts for justice. Drink deep, Boo! Boo says smite. That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
Taste my fury.
I'm heating up. Aye, aye. Hup.
Can't give up. Not now.
Shall we cut and run? Spill some blood.
These creatures were not themselves. Corruption is in the air. It infects everything it touches.
One move ahead.
Oh, it's like,
Thrall.
you're gonna be able to all get over.
Break. Control.
Hey, look at that. Ah, shit, another gap. Come on, dear.
What's this now?
My head's beating like a war drum. I swear to the gods.
Execute.
Raid is close then.
Execute. Execute.
Deathly silence. The air is stale and putrid.
It's close. Have the stones ready.
Your blood slows. Your senses strung so tight they could snap in an instant.
You think you know why you are here? You think that by killing the Chosen and taking the Netherstones, you can destroy me? You are wrong.
It's messing with your mind. Don't listen to it. Use the stones.
By eliminating Ketheric, Orin, and Gortash, you have simply unbound me. Exactly as I intended. The crown is now mine to command. Mine alone.
Don't listen to it. Focus on the crown.
What do you want?
The crown is not my weakness. It is what made me what I am. I needed the crown to build an army. I needed the Chosen to bring it to me. They would not have surrendered it freely, so I gave them what they wanted. Power. Just enough that they would play their part in my design. Their part has ended. The next orders will be mine.
I won't allow it. Again, dominate it.
Hey, princess.
And you had your role to play too. Who do you think told the Chosen about the astral prison? Who do you think planted the knowledge of Orpheus's power and the fear of what it could do? When the Chosen sent my thralls to retrieve the prism, who do you think let the Emperor slip its leash, knowing it would be the one to bring you to me?
We were part of its plan.
I only needed one Netherstone loosened from the Chosen's grasp to guarantee my freedom. You brought all three back to me. In doing so, you have liberated me. This was your role, and it is complete. Now you will witness the grand design.
bailed you out just in time. The situation is worse than I thought. This is an Elder Brain, no longer. The magic of the crown has caused it to evolve. It has become something more. A nether brain. I thought so too. But that was when I believed it was still an Elder Brain. It has been anticipating our every move from the start. I underestimated it. We will need to rethink our plan.
Seems the brain's more reluctant to let go of the crown than we anticipated. Separating the crown from that monstrosity will be harder than we imagined. It might be time to reconsider our strategy.
Come. We are not beaten yet. I have no idea. I left no parting words this time. They already know everything they need to. Besides, we're coming back. All of us. This is not my first time fighting for the fate of this damned city. I thought I'd die in any one of the last 3 apocalypses. I have been wrong every time. Long may it continue.
I really thought the stones were going to work. Our options are getting slimmer and slimmer. Oh, as well as can be expected when facing down the end of the world. I can't say for sure. But we've come through a lot already. It would hardly do to fail now.
The Illithid lied about his nether pebbles. Only say the word, and Minsk will feed them to him.
I love Minsk being in Gortash's outfit.
I think you are thinking too much, my friend. That is why your brainworm grows fat, while mine own withers from starvation. You are a warlock, are you not? You have a most powerful being at your back. And not counting Boo, there is also your patron. But if Minsk's words are not enough, then listen to those of one far wiser than he.
Heroic squeaking, dramatic squeaking, motivational squeaking.
There, my friend. You ask if Minsk thinks this battle can be won? Minsk and Boo have no need of thinking. Minsk and Boo know.
The Netherbrain believes it will rise victorious, but it could never predict the extent of our might and the heat of our fury. But first, we must attend to the captive prince. Let there be no doubt. We will take the hammer, and we will free Orpheus. The Prince of the Comet will soar, and the age of Vlaakith will be ended. The Emperor deserves no more than a blade in its belly. But go ahead, waste your words on the Geich. I will be watching closely for what you do next.
There I was thinking we were finally about to put an end to all of this. Too good to be true, I suppose. Honestly, I think self-reflection may be the enemy just now. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Safer to just not think and keep forging ahead. I do. Think of all we've been through just to get to this moment. That wasn't luck, that was us. Let's just stay shoulder to shoulder and see this through.
I had hoped the stones would have ensured our victory by now, but it was not to be. Let us press on. This is not over while we still draw breath. With the end upon us? So long as I'm surviving, and I have you by my side, I am faring as well as anyone can be. I know we can. Think of all that we've already survived. Our foes should quake to see us approach them.
Gods! We were so close, darling. Impossible odds. Fuck yes, soldier. I'm burning hard and fast and ready to fight a big old brain.
Cute.
What were we doing again?
Let's chew the fat.
I have assessed our encounter with the Netherbrain from every angle. I know why we failed. The problem was not the stones. The problem was you. You can make only one move at a time, but the Netherbrain calculates every possible move at once. It knows what you will do. It knows everything you could possibly do. You cannot outmaneuver it. To defeat it, you would have to think like an Illithid. Better yet, be one. Your mind is not capable of this. Mine is. You will give the stones to me. I will assimilate Orpheus, and then I will be able to leave this prison to face the brain.
Assimilate him. Skva! No! Now is the time to liberate him! Do not stand against me.
I will consume his thoughts, his knowledge, his brain.
So you would kill him? He is Gith's heir. You'd be the Githyanki people's betrayer. You'd be my betrayer.
I realize he is of some significance to you, but he is of even more value to our cause. You still don't trust me. After all we've been through, remember, I have been your salvation from the very beginning. Your knight in shining armor. I freed you from the Nautiloid, prevented you from crashing to your death. I have protected you ever since, at no small cost to myself. I came to you as a leader, but I did not shy away from showing you vulnerability. I needed you as much as you needed me. I was not above recognizing this. When you discovered my true identity, I did not flinch from the truth. I never lied to you, not once. I am just like you. We have the same enemy, the same story. I encouraged you to fulfill your potential, all while protecting you from harm. Now I ask you for the last time to trust me. Release the Netherstones to me. It is true that I withheld reality. I showed Orpheus and his guards as evil beings. And I appeared to you in the form of someone you would trust. Someone who wasn't a mind flayer. But I am a mind flayer. Illusion is my language, just as words and actions are yours. Do not judge me for being true to myself. I have never judged you.
So what do you think, Becca? Do we side with the Emperor or with Orpheus? Yeah, it's kind of a shitty choice either way. But from experience, I think the Orpheus way is better.
I told you we have to trust one another. I told you the Githyanki would only want to kill you for what you are. Still, you choose to break our alliance. Even united, the Netherbrain was going to be an impossible enemy. But apart, we have no chance of survival. Very well. Since you will not work with me, you work against me. You leave me no option but to join the Netherbrain.
We need to break the Githyanki Prince free.
Orpheus, the gate is gone. Our mission is set. Smash the crystals with the hammer and free the Prince of the Comet. Gith's beloved son will lead us to a sure victory against the Netherbrain.
So one of my favorite dialogues of all time, if you come here, right, and you side with Raphael, but you forget the hammer, you like leave it in camp or something, here pop in and give you a shit ton of sass for leaving the hammer behind. It's very funny.
Indolence breeds madness. Onward.
As the Githyanki Prince takes his blade, a silent cry pierces your head. It's unlike any sensation you've ever felt.
You reek of Illithid. You took advantage of my powers, and you slaughtered my honor guard. Nonetheless, it seems we must be allies.
Your Majesty, the Prince of the Comet, Gith's true heir. It is an honor.
Do not patronize me. You rejected the Illithid when it no longer suited your needs. No doubt you freed me because it suits you now. I will neither forgive nor forget your abuse of my powers. That is false. You had the opportunity to surrender yourself to my honor guard. They would have given you a noble end. Any worthy individual destined to become Geik would have done so. My guard would have freed me, and I would have stopped the Elder Brain before it evolved into a Nether Brain. All that suffering, avoidable, were it not for the choices you made. In this, we are aligned. I am obliged to overlook your transgressions. We will destroy the Netherbrain together, and put a stop to this nascent empire before it expands into the stars. The Geik was correct about one thing. The Netherbrain's power is beyond us. The hardest metal in the world would not cut through its mind, for it is made of thought itself. At this point, it will take an Illithid to unleash the full potential of the Netherstones. There is not. We face a Netherbrain. For there to be one way to defeat it is unlikely enough. There will not be another. Consider, yes, but know that the answer is already foretold. This is the only way to stop the grand design. Whatever prevents you from doing what is necessary, face it, overcome it. Return to me when you are ready to transform.
It was ripe with magic. Let's explore.
Ew. Just come down here.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Thank you.
Have you come to a decision?
Ever onward.
Gale.
Seek and you shall find me. I'm not sure I ever considered the Emperor an ally exactly, but even so, strange to know we're on our own at last. When? I'm glad you have such confidence in our endeavor. I confess, my own's not constructed from such immutable materials. I don't dare to imagine making such a decision when there's the small matter of the enormous brain beneath the crown still to overcome. Ask me again when the Illithid scourge has been wiped from this city and I'll have an answer for you. Until then, it's best not to count on anything.
Gods! We were so close, darling.
Make your choice. Endure the consequences.
We do not know this Prince of the Comet. A thin thread on which to hang all of our hopes. Make your choice. Wherever it leads, we will follow.
Honestly, I was expecting an all-powerful brain to have a lair that was a little, flashier. Not immaculately designed or anything, just to have a sense of drama to it.
Heading out.
A word, if I may.
I trust you have weighed your options. Are you ready to transform? Just as I was free, I will do it. I will become Illithid. I will sacrifice my soul for my people. I will end the grand design.
My prince, you cannot. This is not your burden to bear.
The Netherbrain will be only too pleased to claim me.
My prince, no!
Even in my darkest hours, I knew it was my destiny to save my people. I could never have imagined this would be the way. Give Tavkim crushed.
these. Let us seek out the Nether Brain and finish this. Once the Grand Design is ended, kill me. It is the very least you can do.
Come. It's time for us to meet our fates and end this illithid nightmare.
I will not forget what you did here today, nor will the Githyanki people. We have unchained the true heir. First, he will lead us to victory against the Netherbrain. Then, he will loose the Githyanki from Vlaakith's undead talons.
Strike down anything standing between you and the brain.
Istark! Chris! You held the future of the people in your hands! How dare you take our prince from us! How dare you parade around this abomination!
Silence your blasphemous tongue, Voss.
Voss! Give Kartav Kim crush!
What?
Stand down. The true heir has spoken.
No. It can't be. Orpheus. My prince. What's become of you?
The Grand Design must be ended. A sacrifice had to be made.
The duty fell to me. I am not long for this world, or any other.
What of Vlaakith? What of our liberty?
You underestimate your own people. Their imaginations have kept the name Orpheus alive for millennia. Bring them my message. Tell them my fate. Some will doubt. Some will mock. But some will listen. And the spark will be lit. Find your nerve, my friend. Today, we strike at the brain. This champion holds the key to the Grand Design's end. Answer to him as you would to me.
Your Majesty.
I have spoken.
As you wish. I stand at the ready.
Your friendship, your constancy. When I fell to despair, they elated me. Thank you, my friend. Shavazai.
Shavazai.
Now, to the Netherbrain. Let it be the first victim in the war for the skies.
We have lost much already, and we will lose more before the day is out. But even when the last soul falls, Baldur's Gate will stand. For Baldur's Gate is more than just a city. It is more than a place of opportunity for those of mercantile spirit. More than a place of refuge for those who are lost. More than a home for friends loved ones, and adventuring souls. Baldur's Gate is a place where anyone can find what they need, if they're just willing to fight for it. Today, Baldur's Gate needs us. Today, we fight for... You're late, friend. This is the one you spoke of.
The very same. The champion we've been waiting for. The one who will save Baldur's Gate from ruin.
The Fist examines your illithid ally with suspicion. He was not expecting the savior of Baldur's Gate to be accompanied by a mind flare.
Appearances may change, but they do not mask the one within. This one, I know. Observe with whom it traveleth. Friends. This mind flare will fight with thee. It will save thy city and thy lives.
The Fist eyes your illithid ally with suspicion, softening to curiosity. His hostility melting at the recognition that there's more behind those eyes than malice.
My steel is yours, and I'm not alone.
You helped me once. I figured it's time I paid you back. With magic.
I'm better at crafting steel than wielding it. Your friend here is armored and potion-fueled and ready for battle.
I have marshaled the best the Flaming Fist has to offer. We will fight to the last.
You've unexpected friends. But my debt to you still stands. The Iron Hand Gnome's firepower is yours to command. Just show us where it's needed.
The Moon Maiden's silver light is a shield in dark times. Today, it is mine to wield.
And I hold her sword.
Whatever strength I have to lend, I will lend it. Son, let us make our city proud again.
You carried me once, friend. And now, I'll carry you.
Hello, Ox.
You can count on me, little rabbit, and your squiddy friend. I thirst for the hunt.
I made some improvements to Ramesses' arcane artillery. Give the word and the sky falls on any who stand in your way.
I'm in the mood to crack some skulls after that fuckery in the Temple of Baal. The City Watch will be glad to oblige me.
Not sure what I have to offer a mind flare, if I'm honest. But I hope my words of encouragement and reassurance will strengthen your resolve.
The journey has been brutal, but I stand here a Hell Rider once more. And I would die a proud man if I died this day.
I want my city back. And I've brought the toughest bastards from the guild to get the job done. My people have never hunted a monster this large. They are eager to join the fray.
All the strength of the lands we healed flows through me, and from me to you. And whatever company you keep.
Glad to have you with us, and not a moment too soon.
The air is thick with anticipation. All eyes are on you.
Well said. We'll prepare ourselves. We'll be ready when you call upon us. Balduran's grace be with you.
Let's go! Let's go! Want to bite?
I love you, Owlbear.
Bodies, bloods, this is the dream. Knew I was smarts to sneaks in. The Skelly boy said I could stay if I sold your stuff. So hurry up. Bye, bye, bye! dying, or I'll be real mad. Hey, good looking.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
The pride of the gate. Checking things out. Let's chew the fat.
For thy fate to be sealed, thou must take action.
Alright. I almost forgot to find my weapon. That would have been an embarrassing way to end the final fight. Do I still? I don't have this feast on. Yeah, buddy.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Well, hello.
Stop running around. You're making this way harder than it needs to be.
Defender of the
Alright. That's my whole party buffed up and ready to go.
Fall back! Fall back! Matthew!
No,
Leave it
Matthew's
be.
dead.
We have to keep running!
Alright, we already had a casualty. Rip Matthew.
Mind Flayer! Mind Flayer! It's over.
There's a glimmer of something beyond his words, but in a moment it's gone, consumed with...
One last run, then we're clear.
Whatever. Run away. I don't need any of y'all.
Into battle.
Can't give up. On my way.
Hungry for the soup, sir. Time to move.
mortals be.
Battle favors the fearless. Might will prevail.
Covered. Easy as.
Who breaks the hearts? Minsk breaks the bones. Steel spell or sweaty embrace. Minsk has you now.
Submission.
Praise the absolute.
for the fallen. Enough circling.
Let's finish this. Got to press on.
Rough tempest I will raise. Knight to King 5. On the victor's path. Watch and learn.
Time to strike. I will not know failure.
The blade will not bend.
Victory awaits.
This is my time. Coming through.
I got this. Tactical. Want to do it?
Yeah, no, he is very dumb for not fighting with us.
Onward.
Let's spill some blood. This way.
Invenium Beast!
Unleash me. This is my time. Today you fool.
Victory awaits. No time to waste.
Count on me.
Become absolute.
No. I don't want it.
To swords!
Thanks for the offer, but you know, I think I'm good with overcoming now.
Someone hold Boo. He does not enjoy the bumpings to come.
Well, I can't actually see it.
By your command.
Ready. On I go.
That's become a better position. Forever dauntless.
Karlak, it's go time.
Not bad.
See that? Part of the Nether Brain. We'll have to climb it once we're close enough.
Not here. Run.
Yet another harvest.
Time for a cut. Creator. Destroyer. Let's light them up.
This is the easy part. Forward.
Let's turn someone inside out. With finesse.
Before we get up there.
On my way. On the move.
What's this? Under their noses.
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge. Who says smite? That means I must hit you very hard, I think.
Ga'ah! The dragons will burn them to ash.
Sliced and burned, dashed and diced. They will be offerings to your splendor.
No.
You will bleed for her glory.
You have. This is the.
Not pinned down just yet.
There's blood in the air. Bamboozle them.
Have to keep going.
There we go. I didn't open the door.
Shall we dance? On the victor's path.
Et allez!
course.
Ah!
Oh, that was not intended.
I'm holding back. Let my enemies fall.
Fury, I am death. On the move.
Feel the backhand of justice!
Blades bared.
Over here.
I have missed this. The adventure, the danger, the kicking of butts. Whose battle cry is too high for your hearing? But you should tremble all this.
Got to move.
Fleet of foot. Looks simple enough.
Ooh, I can betray all my allies and join the Illithid.
Devastation beyond measure. We must prevail. We must heal the damage that has been wrought.
High Hall. There's nowhere else to go. This is where it all ends.
I am the first to speak ill of this city. But I never wish to see it burning like this. Come. We are not beaten yet.
You have made some fine friends along your way. Each one a sword for the fight, a heart for your cause, and a boot for evil's underbelly. Minsk and Boo are honored to be counted among them.
The High Hall was once a beacon of promise, of wisdom, of celebration. Now, well, it's just a beacon for all manner of horrors and pity. I'd need a ream of parchment longer than an elder brain's stem to capture the tumult I feel at that particular prospect. But I'm ready, if that's the word you need to hear. If you call on me, I will not let you down.
We can do this, darling. We're nearly there.
Absolutely going in for another kiss.
What were we doing again?
Such blazing wonder. The sky swarming with red dragons. They may roar Vlaakith's name, but I can't deny their beauty. For this one moment, in this one battle, the Lich Queen and I share a common cause. The Netherbrain's defeat, and the Grand Design's failure.
I feel its pull. Its desire to enthrall is overwhelming. I always dreamed of walking these halls, you know. My dreams never included a giant brain or smoldering ruins, but I'll take what I can get.
A thought occurs to you as you gaze at the monstrosity above. Gale's orb remains an option, one that could put an end to the Absolute once and for all.
You're plotting something, aren't you? Come on then, out with it. I'd rather know before we take on that cerebral monstrosity.
Nah, Gale don't need to sacrifice himself. Oh yeah, I would not want to be hanging on to that brain stem as I'm... Yeah, no thanks.
The crown of Karsus, the site of power, the site of domination.
The Netherstones. Perhaps if we use them here, they'll work this time.
I saw you in my dreams.
I know you. I know everything about you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your weaknesses. And so do they.
The crown! Cast the spell on it!
Red in tooth and claw. Execute. Transform. Iron hand engineering.
What should I do?
I speak, they burn.
Summons you once again. Show me how you answer.
Let's see what the cup can do!
It's no blood. Joy!
City walkers! Show them! Baldur's Gate is made of.
We're gonna have a lot of allies this fight.
We fight now? Who's not used to this taking of turns?
To the hand
Of hell! Who calls? Come and serve me true hunter! To arms! Wait, no! To swords! shine!
Yes. No better moment. Kneel, executor's eye.
Let me strike true.
Time to strike. Taste my fury.
And it's under the control of the Mind Flayer, or the Nether Brain.
I will ascend.
Tale for the ages. This is my time. Making my move.
Let's cut your fire, baby.
Reunite! Want another?
Oh yeah, so there's the ox. It's just a big blob of goo.
Swallow your battle cries, fiend, and wash them down with steel! Monster hears, and I obey. Someone hold Boo. He will not enjoy the bumping to come.
beats us all. But not today. I can still move fast when I need to.
Got to focus. This high. On the move. Swift and lethal. Taking position.
Victory is assured. Striking distance. Holding back. Coming through.
Now this is my happy place. Poor fucker.
Not on my watch.
Not kicking for goodness! Charge! But charge quiet.
Take you.
Just keep them back!
We're ready. I will hunt him.
Heading there.
No thanks.
soldier.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Take you.
The brain is weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together. Its will is weakening. The brain is almost defeated.
A rift! Can it be a way inside its mind?
Arrest them!
My will is yield, surrender.
There you are, you wretched thing. Time to die.
will is weakening. We have the upper hand. Time to end this! It's time! Destroy Netherbrain and end the grand design! Make way!
This is our chance. Farewell to the Netherbrain.
Now is the chance. Its will is weakening. Eliminate the Netherbrain.
Its will is weakening. The Netherbrain's ours!
Holding back.
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
There. At last. It is subdued.
Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute.
And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
My master. I must obey. I must end.
Hopes, nightmares, and the screams of legions upon legions of unborn lipids. The pain rips through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain. Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
And then gravity.
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
I don't care about these random people.
The final blow has been struck. The battle is surely won.
Almost as an afterthought, you notice you lost the powers Mizora gave you. But it doesn't matter anymore. You've never felt so potent.
We've won. But at what cost? The mangled rhymes the bards will make of your name. Perhaps those are the true evil here.
The parasite. It's withered. Dead along with the Netherbrain. I am cleansed. I will never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable. And I'm grateful for it.
Even when my time in the prism stretched out like eternity, when escape seemed impossible, I never lost hope. I knew that my destiny was to liberate my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me. But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
It will be done. I will never be free while my people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains.
Enough talk. Give me my freedom. Freedom from this form. Yes, but for how long? My mind screams. It will never stop until it has slipped away from me entirely. I will not be Geich. I did what I did to save my people. The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own. Githka Tavkim crashed.
Kulos! I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator. To the skies!
A reprieve from the Githyanki invasion. For this day at least.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it. The power of Karsus would be in my hands. But what then? What would I do with it once I have it? Sage and timely counsel as always, and I intend to heed it. A wise man learns from his mistakes and strives not to repeat them. I shall bring the crown to Mystra. She'll cure me of my affliction, and I'll finally be free. And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, I'm growing quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mystra will summon me soon enough, but until then, I propose we celebrate our victory the mortal way, with a drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
There is much to do. But a drink might be nice. A seat would be better.
I honestly don't mind what we do once we get to the... Ow! What the... Oh no. Oh God. Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
It seems that's the end of Astarion's love affair with the sun. That'll be hard on him.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right. And so are you. Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do? For you. And for the city, and for myself, and blah blah. But most of all, for you. Careful! Hot! How'd I do? Spectacular! Oh, it's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? Same below as above. I love you. You. More than anything. I saw... What? Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye. No. No. I can't hang on much longer.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast. You are the saviors of Baldur's Gate. When the invitation came, you were hip-deep in Lemior's slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting voice echoed in your mind. Withers, he requested your attendance in Faerun, to gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the Blood War. A few hours of respite with the stars above and good company to cheer you. Karlach's heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
Now there's a face I know well indeed.
Starting to wonder if you'd show up. Honestly, so have I. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it? I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad you seem well. Trudy. I found a little cottage. Abandoned, half ruined. There's a lot of such places to be found, thanks to the Absolute's armies. I've been making it my own. It's harder work than I'd expected, actually. I'll never take vegetables for granted after all the effort it's taken to grow a few, but still, it's mine. Well, mine and the lodger's. 4 dogs, 8 cats, 9 chickens, 6 pigeons, 4 sheep, a milk cow named Daphne, a squirrel who's far too clever for her own good, and a wolf cub. I found orphaned in some woods.
Yeah, the smell.
I've had to do far worse things with my hands. Trust me. This is no burden at all. I don't think I've ever slept more soundly than I have with my menagerie of beasts for company. Just don't tell Halsin that, or he'll want an invitation. Healing. Learning to live again. It's hard to think of all that was robbed from them, but they're intent on making every day count for double. My mother's mind still drifts every now and again, but she has more good days than not so good days. She taught me her recipe for apple and plum pie, and when I tasted it, I actually remembered it from when I was a little girl. Some things can't be taken from you, it seems. Father's making himself useful, helping me fix up the cottage and caring for the animals. You should see the amount I have now. He's been waiting years for this.
So I hear.
Now he can't stop smiling. Sorry, I'm rambling. Family life and pastry recipes probably aren't the most interesting topics for such a historic reunion. I couldn't have said it better myself. Just be sure to take your own advice whenever you can. You've earned it. Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all. I'm glad you two have each other. Hells, I'd be almost tempted to come along if you'd have me. Perhaps if your adventures ever lead you out of Avernus permanently. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves. I'm sure we will, but let's be proactive about it all the same. We're more than capable. After all, we've faced down bigger threats than wrangling together a few social calendars. Don't be a stranger.
A familiar sight. Scratch can't quite speak around the thing he has in his mouth.
I found this. It smelled like you, so I kept it. Seemed like something you might like to throw. Oh, I've been so good. I've got a nice home in the city now. A girl named Mindy says I'm her best friend. She's mine too. Also you and Albert. I've got so many best friends, I hardly know who to play with.
So cute.
I certainly have, and I always will. Forever, I think. And so will you.
I hate to have missed this. At least I have my parents to take care of the animals. I'd never have made it in time with them in tow.
Oh, I could eat a beholder. What's cooking?
Ah! Friend? Friend! You came! Big Brother Scratch, too! Happy. Yes. Miss this. More. Yes. Big. But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things. Like
big brother. Widders? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you. Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I bite, kill. With shiny clothes, I am strong. Tired now. Want sleep. Want cave. Nice lady. She gives pets and tasty things. I like her. I go to her.
Add an owlbear to your animals. Shadowheart.
Ah, my dear friend, it's been an age, has it not? You're looking very well indeed. Our skeletal friend will be very pleased to see I found my way here, despite my invitation getting lost in the post. Always, my friend. But the villain I must needs slay today is my greatest yet. A deadline. You won't be surprised to find I'm soon to publish a little holiday read about our adventures together. I've gotten quite good at replicating your signature, so you needn't even bother with the release form.
Jesus Christ.
You might help me with the title, though. I'm considering The Hero and Me. What do you think? Oh, that would be telling, wouldn't it? But believe you me, my friend, not a word could have been written without you. Perhaps, once the manuscript is finished, you'd even be willing to write a foreword? Or better yet, I'll write a draft and you can just sign your name. Better still, I'll sign it for you. Ah, your success really has been wonderful for my reputation. But you mustn't let me hog your attention all night, my friend. You've many friends to chat to, and I'd love to listen in.
You see, Boo? I told you our friend was near.
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Yeah, don't always walk around shirtless.
Ah, how nice to be understood again. I have spent the past months bickering with builders and bankers, all to restore the city exactly as it was. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers, same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon, same cisterns overflowing, huh? Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three, but nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again. I suppose I am. Though they seem determined to make me redundant. Mistake me not. There is still much to be done. Plans to make, maps to be frowned over. But my children are more than capable of doing it. Even the young ones tire of me peeking over their shoulders. This night offers them a brief respite from me, at least. And this place, now I look at it, It is where you all spent your first night together, no? A fine spot for an adventure to begin. A fine spot indeed. Just a little wander, perhaps, to stretch the legs. I'll find my way back, as I always do. I admit defeat. Baldur's Gate is my home. But that is the thing about home. The only way to see it clearly is to leave. And look back. For a little while, at least. For all your travels, I hope you have arrived where you want to be. Home. Whatever that means to you. Garlac is lucky to have you. And know that you are not forgotten. If your friends don't drag you from the hells, it will only be because you freed yourself first. But there will be more to discuss on that matter. First, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Bread just to get by.
You would think someone of my vintage would be inured to the passage of time. Yet these past 6 months have seemed endless without your company. But now, our paths cross once more. We have all pined for each other's company, I sense. I cannot imagine otherwise after what we shared. That bond was forged in a crucible that can never be stoked again, Oak Father willing. It is a bond that can weather any distance, any passage of time. I know it can, for I feel the longing for old friends in my heart each day. You are right, of course. I am accustomed to dwelling on the past, even when it brought me nothing but unhappiness. You changed that, and gave me the most precious of memories. Now the task is to make yet more of them, so that each reunion shall be all the sweeter. And who's to say we need to make such gatherings a rare occasion? My hearth is yours to warm yourself beside always. Now, we have much to catch up on. Do not allow me to ramble on. I am eager to hear all you've been doing. In that case, very well. Our community grows rapidly. In 6 months, we have turned what was once a shadowy wasteland into a true home for all. In another 6 months, I would wager the scars of the past will be entirely invisible, even to those who remember them. The old masonry of Moonrise Towers and Rythwin have been repurposed into new homes, and the land is rich with harvests and bountiful trees. Nature and civilization are in harmony, stronger together. Ah, my greatest purpose and greatest reward. Those children have been through more than fate had any right to cast at them, and yet they go on as resilient as anything in nature. I impart what knowledge I can to them, yet, in truth, they teach me far more. The land we saved is theirs, and they will cherish it, I'm sure. Thaniel and Oliver shall never want for friends again. As am I. I may age more slowly than most, but I do believe I've gained some new laughter lines of late. Now, please, tell me all, and spare no details. I shall not lie. I have an ulterior motive in wishing to hear all. It is the children, you see. My charges. Their appetite for bedtime tales is greater than I could ever have anticipated. Another story, Daddy Halsin. Another is the chorus that greets me each nightfall. They have all but exhausted my repertoire in but a few short months. No mean feat given the lifetime I have lived. I desperately need new material, please. My reputation is at stake. I am all ears, though I never cared for that phrase. A rather unsettling image. You have kept yourself busy. I expected no less, in truth. I shall be able to keep the children enthralled for a few more nights yet, thanks to you. And should you wish to retell of your exploits in person, well, I shall not object to a night off. Now, it would be cruel of me to hoard you all to myself for the evening, as much as I would like to. I shall leave you to the others for now, unless there was anything else. On occasion, but I prefer not to interfere. Francesca of the High Forest is Archdruid now, and by all accounts, she has proven to be a steady and wise influence. Even Korga may yet find true balance, thanks to her influence. Quite often. They come and go as they please, but with so many playmates to avail of, they are far from strangers. They ask after you often. What you did for them will never be forgotten. I can see it in the land all around me. But more importantly, I see it in their faces whenever they visit. To make a child smile is to dabble with the power of gods, as far as I'm concerned. I was just thinking the very same. If only we could stay like that forever. Before you go, I have something for you. Just a little keepsake, really. Do you remember how I told you I like to whittle? I made this. Ducks are my favorite, but I thought they were particularly fitting in this case. They are migratory birds, of course, traveling far and wide with the turn of the seasons. Yet, they always find their way back to where they belong. Just like old friends find themselves back in each other's company. Just a token to remember me by. Now, I've taken up enough of your time. Go on. Enjoy the festivities. We can speak again later.
Looking for attention, Shah. Pathetic.
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are. And look at you. Straight from the hells, still reeking of brimstone. I take it you've been having fun. I'd expect nothing less from someone of your talents. You always brought a whiff of madness to the battlefield. I do miss it. Exactly. exactly what I feared. Without the protection of our little friends, I was just an ordinary spawn again, burning in the sun. I fled the dock and found refuge in the shadows until night fell. Part of me was relieved you left so quickly after the battle. I felt ashamed, like I'd lost everything. Just as you claimed your victory. I didn't want you to see me like that. But time lent perspective. It wasn't your victory, it was ours. And for all I'd lost, I'd gained so much more. I had freedom, strength, a whole new life. And it was time to live it. I've taken a turn as an adventurer and hero. It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
That's true.
Let's not get carried away, darling. I'm still me. Perhaps more me than I've ever been. Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do. You know, it's funny. At first, I thought I was trapped by the shadows, cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I realized that darkness is as much a part of me as my fangs. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the shadows. So, I decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done, but my present, my future, they're mine. This is who I am, in all my glory, for better and for worse. That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with. I will miss our time together. But then again, maybe this isn't goodbye. So much as it's, see you later, darling.
My friend, the Hellswalker. For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through Limbo. But to see the Blade of Frontiers brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Limbo, she'd said. A plane of chaos where you might drink fire like water, where you might breathe ice instead of air. And the home of the mystical Githzerai. Once the Githzerai were one of the Githyanki, until bloody civil war severed them.
I do. I approach the gates of Shraktalor even now.
Shraktalor. How well you know the name. The capital city of the Githzerai, and the home of their immortal god king, Zerith Menyar Agith.
Algish sent word of the rebellion to Minyara Agith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyara Gith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm. Soon, when the comet has risen, when the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust, I miss this place. More to the point, I missed you. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Looking for attention, Shah. Pathetic.
Ah, breathe deep, Boo! The smell of heroes sings from every stone in this place. Ah, to meet again where your journey began, my friend. An honor. For Minsk and his hamster
Right?
both.
6-month reunion every...
Oh, and for Happy also.
If Withers can get us together, it'd be great.
Yes. Honored, of course.
See how your very presence snatches the breath from his chest? And it is no wonder. It is just this day that Happy learned of your legend, while we gazed down upon the very city you saved.
He dangled me from the high hall, upside down, for 2 hours.
The guild should not go creeping in high places if they do not have the stomach for them, hmm? It is well for Happy the strange portal appeared when it did. Minsk's arm was growing achesome. So I have. Though it is a peace made more from blade and boot than it is any sense of brotherhood. 9 fingers forbade any looting of the Illithid's fleshy vessels. And so Minsk guards what remains of the battle site. Even from her. But where Minsk might once have thrown any sneaking scoundrels from the tower top, now I tell them of you. How you ruled the wickedness within. How they might do the same.
Yes, yes, I'll rule it. I'll be better.
No, of course. It is still for Boo to decide if they live or die.
Oh, gods.
But enough, my friend! I cannot tell your tale if I do not know the whole of it. Minsk and Boo would know where you have been, what you have done. Oh, Boo, do you know what it would mean? To find a cure for Karlach's heart? Exactly! Her heart would be cured! Oh, when this day comes, you must come and bunk with Minsk and Boo. Fear not, we sleep in that sewer no longer. It is a different sewer, much less damp beneath the bedroll. Now, Halfling, Boo will not have you embarrassing him in front of his friends. So you ought to know the rest of the company you keep. Lae'zel of Kresh Killer, true child of Gith, and true friend to Boo. Though she will and say it is not so. Astarion, who is banished by the sun itself for fear his Spanish soul might outshine it. We visit him much down in the dark places, though he often moves his lair without remembering to tell Minsk where.
Yeah, I'm sure he just
Gale,
forgets to tell
the
you.
man who would be a god, but then thought better of it. Boo thinks better of him for it too. Shadowheart. 2 gods tugged at her soul, but she managed to keep it all for herself in the end. Wait, Boo, did she do something with her hair? Halsin, Archdruid of Arch somewhere. He is a much better man than he smells. And there, the champion of the Hells herself. Karlach Demon's Bane, Devil's Bane, Merkul Ball and Bane. Once the guild is made of goodness once more, Bull shall scratch the Hells wide open and find a way to bring her back. And finally, Jahira. If this is a name you do not already know, then not even Boo can save you. Study them well, sneak thief. For the best among them will be a guide for your guild. Heroes who put the city before themselves. Who never falter in their duty. And more than this, who never arrive to a party without even a gift for the host.
But wait!
Go, my friend. Be among our friends. There is much work yet to be done before this one is fit to join them.
All right, Ming.
Well, well. Look what the Tressim dragged in. Professor Gale Decarius of Blackstaff Academy. Educator of the esteemed School of Illusion. A pleasure to remake your acquaintance.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Well, that was quite lovely. I'm glad you're as pleased to see me as I am you. I have to say, I'm quite grateful to just be Gale for the evening. I fear my students find me somewhat intimidating due to my, explosive former reputation. I seem to put the fear of the gods into them. Or the fear of Mystra, to be more specific. I surrendered the crown of Carsus to her, as I told you I would. And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I struggle to put the feelings into words. It was like exhaling for the first time after holding my breath for so very long. Of course, I haven't clarified with my students that the orb is no longer a threat. The legend of my explosive capabilities is an excellent means of controlling a classroom. Too good, if anything. I spend most of my time trying to convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile on an intellect devourer than some of my pupils. Ah, so you still remember our little lesson. It was at that moment, the weave connecting us, that I realized how much your friendship had come to mean to me. As it still does. You were, of course, indulging me in submitting to such a lesson. Teaching you was hardly an effort at all. Not like my present cohort of apprentices. Oh, they try their best, of course. When they can manage to stay awake.
Cheek of them! Nothing a well-placed swipe from Tara can't fix, though.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned? No harm in keeping yourself busy. You've a reputation to maintain, after all. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'll be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'd have plenty of questions for you. Excellent. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist the allure of sharing your expertise. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower. My apologies, Tara. That would be our tower. It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
Alright, save the best for last.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. He wasn't kidding. Where's your mad bastard? You brought us back! Commander Zula won't know where the fuck we went! Ha! Oh, man, I can't wait to say hi to everyone. Look at them, the beauts. Rest up, soldier. My tin can will be all right for the night. And you and me will get to sleep with both eyes shut for the first time in 6 months? Then again, maybe we won't sleep at all.
Ooh la la.
Me too, my love. See you soon. Come here, you goon. Oh, hey. Before you go, I've been thinking about those blueprints we found. Zariel's probably got a load of Cambions guarding that forge. I'm sure she knows I'll want in. She'll do anything to stop me from fixing this thing. I might have an in with one of the guards, though. You may remember my old friend Flo. Not sure she'll help us, but maybe. We might get to come home. Permanently. Maybe even sooner than we think.
God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Can you read this okay? If I leave it up?
Thank Mother Gid.
Or do you want me to read these
Psionic
out loud?
projection is holding.
Good old Barkus.
No! We must treat Happy with kindness. How else will he learn what it is to be a hero? What's Boo saying? Those pantaloons. Have you brought another pair? No. Then better you do not know.
Very impersonal letter for him to write his son, but I'm sure it's just a default letter, not really changed for the origin character. Already? That weird lady that
Reunited with friends amidst nature. What more could I wish for?
That's a nice ending. Gale, my boy.
You don't like me enjoying myself, do you, Shaw? What a surprise. Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
It smells so good here!
Oh, Minsk has not yet left the table, so this is still the first.
Stupid flying elephant. That's cute. This is also a really nice ending. That makes it. Sorry, I'm gonna be busy in hell.
Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage. Why were we scrounging in barrels and crates for supplies when he could source these? God, I remember one evening when we had to eat 14 apples, some fish heads, and a stale loaf of bread just to get by.
Oh, that's everyone.
This one night is like any other, and yet different. Thou art the savior of Baldur's Gate, until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel? I am pleased to hear it. The satisfaction of one's intention is, to my surprise, a rare accomplishment. Enjoy the revelry of the day. Thou deservest at least that much. What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen. The balance of the world restored. The balance of these lives, mortal and otherwise, brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you these words. It is over. For now. Thou played thy part in weaving the fabric of fate itself, but for every thread you sewed, so did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above all, problems worth solving. To you. There thou art, the dead three. Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.